if at first you don't succeed, start over as the Russians. I'm going to start over on the Russian path here. I was just killed by Wehrmacht artillery strikes. I think it was a 4-3 for the artillery strikes, and then I had 6 of them. Before I actually made those rolls here, I might have used my morphine and healed some of that damage, and I might have gotten through that encounter. You gotta be in the game in the moment. You gotta be using your resources. So I'm starting over again. I'll play the same type of character, veteran level 1. I'm gonna start in Zhukov state here, and I will go ahead and I will. Ooh, that was open terrain too last game. I'm harking back to a simpler time when a man would be destroyed by artillery strikes. So let's go my big and little and start this game. A 12. Now a 12 is going to be a base camp. And which base camp is it going to be? I'm up here at 12. It's going to be Monty's Army. Restore all your aces and HPs. Boy, I like to have some action and then have that happen, but the dice will be as the dice will be. Glider airdrop and move your progress to khaki line. Deploy one step further if you've earned medals. And that was from last game, and that was from last game. Let's start from scratch. So I have taken air glider drop into Crete, which is a fort here. And do I get any XPs for that? I don't. Here goes my next roll of big and little. 53 I believe is going to be to the death. And a 53 2 to death is finally going to be how you see some of the real guts of this game. 53 is shaken, but it's not a 53 result, because what I do first is I have to set up the melee. So I have a 5, which is 2 to death, and then I have to take 3 zombies plus another 3 zombies, 6 zombies, and put them on the board here. Now, if I was over here at 3 and I was fighting ghouls, I would actually fight 3 ghouls and 3 zombies. If I was up here at like 9, I'd be fighting 3 vampires and 3 zombies. And where are those men going to show up? Men, those undead. 44, very close to me. So I'm going to take 6 zombies and scatter them around here. And why did I put that guy closer to me? Because I'm just being fair. If I had 6 zombies all around 4-4, I would want them evenly distributed. It would be sort of cheaty on my part to put that one guy here. I wouldn't take it from you if you're playing solo, especially if you're playing for the first time. And now I roll my die, my single die, to see what the action is in to the death, a 6. And I go to a to the death 6. And I'm going to get inspiration. Now, inspiration means you may move and then slay at any range 1 undead. And it may not be the Führer, but it could be even all the way up to a vampire across the grid. Take a roll for loot. So let me kill the guy in front of me and get him out of the way so he's not going to deliver any damage to me. And I will roll for loot. Spoils of war. Taking a roll for loot. Here goes my roll for loot. A 4. A 4 is going to be find a random caisson. If you currently have no wheels of war, and I do not have any tanks or motorcycles or jeeps, treat instead as your choice of a bar. My choice of a bar. Well, how about if I take a nice choice of a bar, a Heath bar from 1914, which will give me back a 2d6 of damage if I should need it. Seeing as the first time I played this as a demo, yes, I might need it. Now, the 6, going back to it, the inspiration, I took my loot. The undead enemy does not move nor get counterattacks. You are protected regardless of safeguards. The battle continues to the death. It will continue until I kill 5 more zombies, and others could appear as well, depending on my dice rolls. Here comes my next d6. Did I want to use any of my my luck or holy water and make that 6 a 7? It won't change the outcome. So let's see what we got here. A 4. Now, a 4 is going to be false tranquility. Now, I may want to kick that by putting in some luck or some holy water and knock it up to a 5. But let's read it. It means you slay at any range a zombie, ghoul, or wraith. That's good. I'm facing zombies. Across the grid. Do not move vehicles. I don't have any. Take a roll for loot. Loot is always nice. None of the undead move this turn. They can deliver damage, but not toward the player. Now, the big thing is, in any terrain except open, any undead next to wheels of war or caissons destroy them. But finally, a Wehrmacht sniper is going to hit ambush result 6. So if I stay here, I can kill one guy and collect loot, but there's going to be someone shooting at me. Ambush sniper. It means that I need to roll a 5 or plus to spot the enemy sharpshooter and eliminate them. Add 1 to the die. Fail and 1 character, solo or random, automatically takes damage. Wow. Can I take a die of damage? I can. How much will it be? And you can do this in the game. You can see what the results will be and then decide to change it. 2 points of damage. I think I can suck up 2 points of damage. And take my 4. I killed 1 more guy at range. There's 4 of them left. Did I take my loot yet? I'll go back to the death. To the death, false tranquility. And I will gain my a roll for loot. And here comes my d6 for loot. I rolled a 2. A loot of 2 is gain a tablet of your choice. And I got some little cheat marks down here. And I'm gonna take the one that allows me to ignore a plus event. So if I get a mishap or a black arts, I can ignore it. Now these may come and go. Things may happen where these get degaussed, so to speak, where I lose the magic from the tablet. But right now I have a bar that'll heal 2 die 6 of damage. I certainly don't want to use it yet with just 2 down. And I have this ability, this counters, which any class can use to ignore a plus event. I'm still in the battle here, and I roll another d6. D6 of a 2. That d6 of a 2 is going to be, am I already at Death Embrace? I am. Death Embrace. Wow. Starts by moving and attacking the undead. For all enemy strikes, you're protected by either safeguard of sidearm or uniform of the appropriate rating. I don't have either. I don't have a sidearm. And I don't have a uniform, so these guys are going to move and move and move and move, and then 2 of them deliver damage, 2 dice of damage, 5 more points of damage. Getting hurt. Should I use my Heath bar? Well, let's see if I can get 1 more round here without. And now the bars can be used in a time, so can the tablets. The morphine I can only use between events, and that doesn't mean between events of to the death. Those are between events of, going from a Wehrmacht to attack, to a base camp, to over to a 2 to death result, to a calamity ensues. And I'm again rolling on this table. What else happened in that Death Embrace? You slay 1 ghoul or zombie now. Okay, well that's good. I'll slay this guy who's next to me. Back down the pile. And what else happens? It says that but only if the undead was adjacent, and they were. You may move a hex. You can also move a hex or ride, remember, and take a roll for glory. Take a roll for glory. And the battle continues, and I get the +1 for fury. So I'm now +1 to my dice roll, and I got a roll on glory because my glory roll of 3. Glory roll of 3 is going to be restore my morphine, gain an XP or metal. Now I already have my morphine, so I'm not going to gain double that. And gain an XP or metal. I'm going to take XP to start with, because I need 3 to go up a level, get another 8 hit points, a nice buffer. And here comes my next die. I'm adding 1 for the Fury as a 3. That's back to back? No, the Death Embrace of 2 becomes shaken. Now shaken means you slay 1 zombie, ghoul, or vampire on the grid, but only if the undead is in an adjacent hex. Move your hex and ride your V-Bus. So I can kill this guy here, but 2 more coming my way. Man, that's ugly. How about if I move and then kill this guy? No, it's not going to help me. Alright, I come and kill this guy. And then I'm going to take, this guy is going to move and attack, and take another 2 dice of damage. 12 points of damage. How about if I take my Heath bar and make sure that I lose some of that? How much did I lose from that? 7. I take a net of 5 points of damage. That, too, would end up killing me. Wow, this has become an ugly game. I cry myself to sleep. 2 for 2 on deaths. More later.